Alright folks, time to do a little up potting. The salad and the grappoli that I just planted, I'm gonna, these are my little backups I have. I'm gonna pot them up and put them back on, you know, in case I need them. Because I put them out a little bit earlier than I wanted to. Philadelphia is like April 12th or something, the last frost. But I'm actually a little bit closer to like the Ben Salem area, right on the border. And I think that's like April 28th, something like that. So I always try to, I have been trying to go to the very end of April before I plant. This is like grappoli here. Oh, you're dry. We gotta get water on you, boy. It's another reason up pot, when they get root bound, they dry out so quick. There's two little guys. This is the salad. Yeah, look at that, it's really dry. Starting to get willed a little bit. We'll take care of that. I got water coming out of the bottom. We'll set them aside. Okay, we're gonna start with our Ozark Giants. All right, we're gonna label these. So these are Ozarks. I try to sort of color coordinate, so at a glance I can say, oh yeah, I got 6 Ozarks, they're all in the orange. All right, let's check these out. Not bad. Nice root structure. It's time to up pot these guys. Man, the leafy little guys, aren't they? I was fertilizing the water a little bit when I was watering these. I'm sure that helped. Let's get our other guys in. They are ready. You're definitely ready. Wow, this guy's already got a nice trunk going. Yeah, I want to top water these because it's you get all the air out and stuff. And they're sure it's wet all the way through. Now we're gonna do our eggplants. We have Amadeo and Black Beauty. The Black Beauties they're open pollinated. They're an heirloom. The Amadeo is a hybrid, but I was really happy with. So our pinks are gonna be our egg Amadeus. These are Amadeus. Yeah, my eggplants usually do well every year. One year I did get anthracite or anthracnose. Anthracite's a rock, isn't it? Anthracnose bacteria. And it infected the plant, and it was nasty. And I do get flea beetles, but it doesn't seem to damage the plant much. Well, it doesn't seem to damage the fruit, I should say. It still bears fruit. I squirt it with a hose every once in a while. And now we're going to do our eggplant Black Beauties. That's probably my favorite. Egg BB. All right, we'll get our Black Beauties in there. And these were seeds from 2023. This one's doing really well. Better if you sift this stuff. get our black beauties watered. I don't know what's going on there. Look at that leaf. Looks like it was eaten a little bit. Get these out of the way. And get our Amadeus. All right, let's get them on our light table. Okay, what do we got next? Let's do our Aji Mango or Ahi Mango color. Okay, let's get these guys labeled. Let's get our mangoes. These probably can go in a bigger cup, but this will work. I'll be putting them out in a couple weeks. And getting a little bit of browning. Let's move them to the light table. Getting full. Okay, now we're going to up pot our Jimmy Nardellos. These are the peppers that they're like one of my family's favorites for a certain recipe we make. Last year we didn't really use them too much, so I'm only going to do 4 plants this year. Root structure look good. That one's not really doing too well. Oh yeah. Well, let's see if we can get it to go. Let's clean up a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna do some Hungarian wax. I'm only doing 3. The Hungarian wax I put in a planter by the pond out front. And I use the Hungarian wax for refrigerator pickles. And then every year I dump out the old ones, start fresh ones in. Also last year, actually, I saved a lot of the reds at the end of the season. I made a hot sauce out of it that Stephen really liked. I mean, these already got buds on them. Now we'll put them on our light table. Okay, let's do our red habaneros. These are the red habs. Oh, look. This one didn't make it. See how every once in a while one will dry out. All right. Looks like we're doing 5. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's move the 5 red habaneros to the light table. Okay, now we're going to be doing our chocolate 7-pot, chocolate habanero. I'm not real sure about these. One of them was a chocolate habanero I planted, and the other one was a chocolate 7-pot. I don't know. They look similar. I really don't know, but I might mix them. I don't know. I might mix them when I make my sauce. Chocolate habanero, whatever, we'll figure it out. Roots look good. Damn. Doesn't really have a very good root structure. And get these on the light table. And I think the dill might be not recoverable. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in here to save space on that table. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So this is our new dill, our bouquet dill. So I'm going to make little plugs. Okay. It's got a decent root structure, so I should be okay. Man, that's even drying out. I just watered that. Okay, hopefully these will pick up. Alright, hopefully they'll pick up. In one of my earlier videos I talked about basil. You could just, man, it's drying out. Take cuttings. That's what I'm going to do right now. And I'll put that on the windowsill. Let's do the same with this parsley. Okay, I'll show you what I got. This is, I'm probably going to plant these out tomorrow. There's some dill, some parsley. I trimmed the basil. I trimmed the parsley. We got all of our peppers, eggplants, and tomatoes potted up. They're all doing well. I had a couple casualties. These were drying out really bad, so I put them in a bigger container, and the dill and the parsley. Now we got to clean up the mess. I didn't even get started with what I had to do outside yet. I'm beat already. Alright folks, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on the hill. Trying to clean it up a little bit. This bag's heavy, man. That's from the neighbor next door. I said, hey, you throwing it out? He's like, yeah, I'll take it. Hey, is that grass clippings?
Yeah.
Just take it over there. I'll use that.
All right, I got more down here. I'll load it up more.
Sounds good. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you.
My yard don't get that much grass. It's nice. Alright, good morning folks. Today I'm going to be putting in some tomato plants. They're getting a little big. It's a little early. I checked the 10-day and I was supposed to be at 56. Anyhow, they're getting really big, so I'm going to throw them in. I think I should be safe. Alright, like I said before, when I built these beds in my Vigo bed, build number 1 or whatever it was, video, I said I had added some garden lime, some amendments, and some coffee grounds. So I'm going to do that now. I'm probably only going to add 10 to 10 garden lime and coffee grounds, and then I'll go from there. In any case, can you hear all the bees in back of me? I don't even know if you can see them. They're all over the apple tree. They are as loud as hell. Okay, we'll start with our coffee grounds. Just a little 10, 10, 10 on top. And then our garden lime. Alright, I'm going to work that in. And there are some banana peels in here as well. It's all coffee from work. Save it all year long, and then at the end of the year, I put it in one of the beds. So every year, a bed gets like anywhere from 6 to 10 things of coffee grounds. Last year I had a lot of luck with using a weed block fabric on top. I'm going to try that again this year, see how it works out. We'll start with one here. Okay, so we're about this deep. I'm hitting wood, so I can't go any deeper. Alright. Alright, let's go to the next one. See how it's getting burned on top from the light. Getting burned on the light. I couldn't get the lights any higher, that's it. Wood, hitting wood again. Looking good. Getting a little browning there. Pop these off. Oh, hitting wood. Hitting wood. Okay, I'm going to pop in 2 of my Rutgers tomatoes as well. Get our Rutgers. Hey, the mycelium. It's great, isn't it? These seeds are 2022, I believe. That's the first time I ever cracked one, though. Damn. Damn. You know, I'm going to miss these beds, though, because I can sit on these when I'm working. Maybe I can figure out a way to put like a ledge or something on the... If I go with the Vigo beds. I don't know if you guys can hear the mourning dove. There's a lot of wood in here, but it's been seven years in here rotten. And a lot of it's probably broken down, except for the real big logs. 2 tomatoes and a pepper. Oops. Show you guys this soil. That's why I say you can compost anything. You guys see what I put in these beds. Wow, this is... Look how deep I'm going there. I don't want to go too deep. But that's this deep. Over a foot, maybe 16 inches. Okay, Rutgers, let's see what we can do with you. Man, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I grew these years ago. I can't remember if I was impressed with them or not, but I'll give them another shot. You know what? Let's go a little bit deeper. That looks good. Another one was starting to get burnt. And I'll probably they don't need to be watered, but I'll probably water them just to get a lot of the air out of there. I might stick a couple of the grape tomatoes in here and let them drape down, see how they do. Yeah, let's try that. That's one. I'm actually gonna put a plant in there now. I'll just let that do its own thing. Goes up so far and it'll probably drape over. All right, I'm going to work on the water line. I had a little bit of a leak, and it wasn't too big of a deal, but I didn't want it running out underneath the, on the patio under the carpet and getting the carpet all wet. So I tried a mend kit, and now it's a sprinkler. In any case, I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to wet the whole place up. But I'm going to attempt to splice these two hoses together. I bought a hose this time. It's sacrificial hose. The only problem is I don't know if it's going to work because this is 5/8 and that hose is 3/4. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in here. hopefully we'll get it in. That's off. Turn that off. This feeds everything on the hill, the planters, everything. All right. This is my 50 to 50 psi, 50 to 50 psi regulator. I do want to use that because I have such high water pressure. I blow through hoses. All right, much as it pains me to do this, this is going to get cut in half. Oh well, really like this hosing. Here's where the problem's going to be. Getting that on there. Yeah, I even think it's going to be tight on this one. The problem is if I melt it too much, it'll be too weak to slide on. Man, let's see if we can heat that up. Oh my God, I don't think I'm going to get it on any further. I would like to get it further over the barbs, but I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to get any further than that. Let's crank down on this puppy. Now that's tight. I just hope I didn't create a weak spot there. Now, this could be the problem here. Man, that's hard. I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, he's gonna slip that razor blade. I've done it before. So let me clean this up. But at least if I do, you'll see it. Okay, this is gonna work, I think. Make this hose clamp accessible. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh man, I think that might work. Oh, please work. Just gotta go back on there. I don't know why they do this, because then when you use something like this, you can barely get on both of them, and you strip them if you have to really crank on them. All right. One's gonna leak. Oh my God, it's working. Let me get this stretched out the right way. Oh boy. I think we're good. I think we're good. You know what? Screw them men kits. Screw the men kits, man. You know what? Just buy a sacrificial hose and replace the whole end. Replace the whole end on it. Okay, now we're going to fix the water line that I had to disconnect when I put these beds in. I have all these marked with red tape. Don't want to get too hot, I just want to warm it up. And here's my drip line. There we go. So now I have it on and off for every bed and every planter. We turn it on and cycle it through and see what happens. Now we'll turn that on, see if it works. I got a little bit of leak, but that's fine. It's going in the bed. So, see, this is the only thing that pisses me off. Some of these, they come out so quick. They're supposed to drip. But that will run this. And these planters, but I have them off right now. Just checking them all. Got a bit of a leak there. All right. Good morning, garden friends. When I got home from work yesterday, I put in a couple plants. I didn't film it, but I'll go over what I did real quick right now. So I put in my my Amadea eggplant and another saladette tomato. I took these. I keep them in the house for winter. Then my lemon and lime tree. Then I got my Black Beauty eggplant. These are Wicking bed planters. You fill up here, and there's a double gauge there. The center is completely full, and the outer ring is half full. When the nasturtiums and stuff are coming up. These were just some Egyptian walking onions that I don't know how they got in there. And I transplanted some over here. Okay, then I decided to put in another Rutgers and a few jalapenos. Then I got another Black Beauty eggplant. These are Wicking planters as well. And my other Amadeo eggplant. And I got some of the pond started. We still have to do the upper part. I still have to do the upper part up here. And then I got my Hungarian wax in here.